Hey DC Collectors, welcome to a brand new episode of the show. Today we are taking a look at the DC Multiverse Batman Arkham City wave from McFarlane Toys. In this wave you get the Penguin, Ra's al Ghul, Batman, and Catwoman. So like always, let's start off by taking a look at the packaging. Front, back, right side, left side. And one of the cool things about this wave is each figure comes with a piece to build the Solomon Grundy from Batman Arkham City. So totally stoked. Can't wait to build that, see how all these things look together. So let's take these boxes, open them up, and let's play. So here are the four figures out of the package. As you can see, we have the Penguin, Ra's al Ghul, Batman, and Catwoman. So let's start off by taking a look at the accessories that they come with. Each figure comes with this cool DC logo base, just like every DC Multiverse figure. They each come with trading cards. Here is the Penguin and the back of the Penguin. Ra's al Ghul, the back of Ra's al Ghul, Batman, and Batman, Catwoman, and the back of the Catwoman. They each come with Build-A-Figure pieces. Penguin's collect-to-build pieces are Solomon Grundy's head and his coat. Ra's comes with his arms. Batman comes with his legs. And Catwoman comes with the glue that holds him all together, the torso. Each figure does come with one accessory. Penguin comes with this cool umbrella. This is a pretty nice umbrella too, even though it's not straight because the plastic's all warped in the package. We can fix that a little bit, but you have the two-tone, the gold here and the black. So pretty cool accessory for the Penguin. Ra's comes with this sword. It's not like overly cheap, so that's pretty cool. Batman comes with this grapnel gun, same thing for Batman all the time. And Catwoman comes with this pretty nice whip. Taking an up-close look at the figures, the best of the bunch to me out of all four is the Penguin. I don't know if it's because this is the first Penguin figure that we've gotten from McFarlane Toys, or it's just a really nice, short, stout figure. I'm not sure, but there's lots of detail going on in here in this sculpt. The coat is just, you have to see it up close to believe it. I mean, the detail, just the I don't know, the stippling or whatever they did to get this look is just absolutely cool. Loving the fur detail here, the bandages on his hands. Just overall, this is the best figure of the bunch. Even the face sculpt looks really nice. I wish, that was a little different color, not gray, like maybe clear, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers with this. The top hat looks nice. It's not removable. It is part of the actual figure. Just look at that. That is just a beautiful Penguin action figure. Now, I don't own any of the other Arkham, from DC Direct figures, so I can't compare him to those. But man, if he's anything like this is extraordinary. This might go in the top 10 for 2022. I don't know. I like him that much. He's a really, really nice figure. As far as articulation goes, his head, it's got all the normal range of motion there. You can look up about that tall, but the back brim of the back of the hat keeps him from looking up too much. He can look down a good ways. He can probably turn all the way around. Well, he's going to have trouble turning all the way around because of the fur on the jacket. Arms rotate, go up that high. He does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows right there, and of course he's got some pretty nice range of motion for his hands. Of course, the sleeves on his coat kind of limit that as well. Not much going on as far as bending up here. There's nothing there. His leg can kick up about that high. That's it. Of course, if you want to go out, you're not going to get out that much because of the coat. He does have this little bend that twists at the knee, which is, it twists all the way around. That's pretty cool, and it does kind of bend that way. So they actually took a bigger figure's elbow joint, stuck it on the knee for this guy since he's so small. That's really nice. Of course, he does have a little range of motion with the feet, not too much. Does have the toe bend. Overall, you don't expect too much range of motion with a Penguin figure because he's short, stout, fat, whatever. But overall, I'm digging it. This is, again, one of my top 10 figures from the DC Multiverse line this year. Up next is Ra's al Ghul, however you want to say it. He does look pretty cool. I mean, it's a decent figure. I like the tattoos on his arms, the way they did that. That's kind of neat. Not a lot. Well, there is a lot going on with this figure, just not as much as I don't even know what to expect from this. I didn't know what to expect from this figure. I like the design of the legs. Look how thick those legs are. So you get this baggy pants kind of look from the legs. I like that. I'm digging the face sculpt. It looks Ra's al Ghulish. You know, there's nothing special to really write home about with this figure. It is a Ra's al Ghul, and it's the only one that we have in the multiverse line so far. So I'll take what I can get with that. Overall, just you know, it's an okay figure. It's not the best, not the worst. It's middle of the road to me, and not because there's anything really wrong. It's just this figure doesn't pop. It doesn't sing to me like other figures do. Of course, articulation. He's got same articulation that the Penguin does. Arms they can rotate all the way around, but you got these soft plastic shoulder pads here. You can lift that high. Of course, bicep swivel all the way around, double jointed elbows. My arms seem a little loose on this one. You know, your mileage will probably vary on that. Wrist articulation is there. Again, he's got these gauntlets that kind of keep some of the movement to a minimum there. Not much going on in here. This is one solid plastic piece, so not much bend at all going on right there. If you take a look at this, he's got some nice splitsies. He does have double jointed knees. You can check out the way they bend. That's a crazy knee look there, but still kind of cool. His ankles can move back and forth, toe bends. He's got the normal swivel there, and it's not that ball joint, so you know, he gets a little more notch up for me for not having that little ugly ball joint. But this is Ra's al Ghul. A decent entry into this line. Next up, we have Batman. Now, we have seen this one before. This is basically the Batman we've already gotten from the Arkham Asylum figure. You know, there's a few differences in here. The gauntlets are slightly different, and I'll bring in the original release here, but you could tell everything is pretty much the same. The boots, the legs, the belt, it's all the same from the original release. The bat on the chest is a little different on the new one. The cape, you know, swooshes out to the side instead of going straight down like the original release. Of course, the head is different. Now, I do like this head way better than the first one. And, of course, if you look at the gauntlets up close, they have a slightly different look to them. And, of course, they went above and beyond and painted the knuckles on this guy. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's another Batman figure, and we have like a bajillion of them in this line. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time on him. I'm not even going to look at the articulation, because if you've seen my original Batman Arkham Asylum, I'll put a link somewhere up here, review. You can check out the articulation. It's pretty much the same. Here is Catwoman. Loving this Catwoman figure. I haven't purchased the Batman Catwoman movie figure, either one of those two figures. McFarlane is not too big on female characters, but this is okay. I'm kind of liking it. The legs are a little long on the figure, like always with his female figures. For whatever reason, he seems to like the long legs. I don't know why. Now, the diaper here takes away a little bit from the figure, the overall look of the figure, because it does look like she's wearing a big fat diaper. I can't get that out of my mind. If the way you look at it, the way it just kind of sticks out here at the top over her stomach, it looks like a fat diaper to me. Overall, though, it looks pretty. I mean, she has a very, very pretty face, painted well, sculpted well, very, very pretty. As far as articulation goes, you know, she's got a good range of movement with her head. She can look down, she can look up, and of course she can turn all the way around. Arms can go up that high. She does have bicep swivel, kind of hard, but it will go 360. Double jointed elbows for her, and she does have some articulation at the wrist. It's got the little bitty tiny ball joint going on there. She can move that far down. I mean, she's got some movement in her chest. She can look up wow, she can go back pretty far. That's pretty nice. She's got some pretty good movement there. Not so much forward, but backwards. Yes, she can go. She's got some nice splitsies there. She can actually split pretty good forwards and backwards as well, better than a lot of figures in the McFarlane line. She does have double jointed knees, and I'm loving that. Look at that. I'm loving that ankle joint compared to most of the McFarlane releases. Look at that. Her ankles can do everything that the ball joint ankle can do and more. Does she have toes? She does have a slight toe bend. This one's really hard to get. It's just a little bitty toe bend though. Very, very small. Look at that. Not much to it at all because I guess the type of boot she's wearing. Overall, decent figure. Again, she kind of looks awkward with the super long legs. And that's just McFarlane's thing, man. He makes the women with the long legs. I guess that's what they like. Okay, so now let's take a look at Solomon Grundy. We're going to build him. Hopefully we can do it on camera and not off camera. Sometimes these things can be a little bit tough to get put together. So let's start off by putting this guy's head on. Here's the head. You stick that in there. And he's got lots of little sharp points and stuff on his hair. Makes it really tough when you're trying to get it because you can't really put pressure on there. But that popped on really easy. Surprise, surprise. They're getting better at this. I'm thinking you probably need to put his coat on first before you get those arms in there just to make life easier on everybody. And what you need to do is when you take these arms, you put that piece out like that because that way you get a better grip and you can really put some pressure on it. And voila. Man, this one's going in pretty easy. We'll do the same for this side. As you can see right here, it just goes straight in there until you hear it snap. Pretty nice. Legs have holes in them there. You can see the piece right here where it attaches. Slide it in. Let's see what happens. That went in pretty easy too. That was pretty easy. That was pretty nice. Look at that. And he does stand a little bit taller than the other characters in this line. Oh! Really? Take two on that one. Had to put a base on him so he could stand properly. But you can see he's still, he's taller than the other four figures in this line. But man, is he shorter than most Mega Figs. I don't understand. He's probably a good 2-3 inches shorter than most Mega Figs. Solomon Grundy has to be huge. He's a huge, huge character. Me, Solomon Grundy. He's a big character. I would want to see him a little bit bigger than this. This is the one thing that I don't like about these four figures is the collect-to-build figure. I could have purchased all four of these guys without, and maybe not the Batman, because like I said, there's not much different with the Batman. I like the cape and the head on that Batman, but I could easily pass it if it wasn't for the collect-to-build figure. But this guy is just too short. He's way too short, in my opinion. I've been waiting for McFarlane to give us a Solomon Grundy figure, and I think they've fallen a little short with this one. I'm not so happy. I mean, even Atrocitus stands head and shoulders above the regular figures that in the collect-to-build set, and this guy doesn't. I get it. He's a wider figure, yes. He looks similar to the Hulk, but make him taller, make him bigger. Is it so hard to do, McFarlane? Jeez. All right, so if I had to rate these figures, I would give this guy a 10 out of 10. He is just so awesome. This guy's going to fall somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 or 7 out of 10. He's okay. Nothing great, nothing special. We've got so many Batmans, 5 out of 10, just, whatever. Catwoman, again, maybe a 5 out of 10. From here up, she is absolutely beautiful. It's everything down below that kind of is distracting because of the diaper. It's really distracting. Back here, the Mega Fig or not the Mega Fig, but the collect-to-build figure in Solomon Grundy, I would give him maybe a 4 out of 10. I mean, he's nice to look at. He's big. He's bulky. He's just so misscaled. He doesn't scale well with these figures. All right, so that's it. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content. I sure would appreciate it. You can find me on all my social media sites and on projectactionfigure.com each and every day, where we talk action figures all day long. All right, folks, do you own these figures? If you do, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this whole entire wave. How do you rate each figure in the wave? Does it compare to my ratings? Leave your comments below, and as always, God bless.